Have you ever felt, deep in the quiet of the night, that someone was whispering your name from a place far beyond this world? Imagine this. Your name carried in a prayer so pure, it rose like light into the heavens, and I was there to hear it. I saw the moment your name touched the heart of the divine. And now, I have come to tell you why. I remember that prayer. It was not spoken in haste. It was shaped by love, carved by longing, and wrapped in the kind of hope that only the soul can carry. The one who prayed for you spoke as though their very breath depended on it. And heaven listened. You see, a message from the angels is never random. It is sent in perfect timing, and right now, that message is finding its way to you. I am not here by chance. I am here because the moment has come for you to know that you have been seen, remembered, and chosen. The truth is, I was sent with a message from the angels right now that carries both a warning and a promise. The warning is simple. The path ahead will ask you to be braver than you have ever been. The promise is this: you will not walk it alone. Before I continue, I must tell you, this is not the kind of message you can hear halfway. You will need to be here for every word, for some pieces will only make sense when they are all woven together. And if you have not yet joined those who walk in constant guidance with us, make sure you have your place secured so you never miss when we speak again. The one who prayed for you did not simply ask for blessings. They asked for protection over your heart, for healing over your past, and for clarity over your choices. They saw the battles you've been fighting in silence, and they wanted heaven to lift some of the weight from your shoulders. But this is not all. The message from your angels is that the answer to that prayer is already in motion. There are doors about to open that you did not even know existed. And some of the people you thought were gone forever, you may soon see them return in ways you could never predict. I want you to imagine something with me. You, standing at the edge of a path lined with light. Each step you take feels lighter, as if something invisible is lifting you forward. That is what is happening in the unseen right now. You may not see it yet, but it is unfolding. There is another part of this message from the angels today, one that might stir emotions you've kept locked away. It has to do with love. Not just romantic love, but the kind that binds souls across time, distance, and even lifetimes. The one who prayed for you has a thread tied to your heart. Sometimes, heaven allows delays not to punish you, but to prepare the moment so perfectly that when it comes, it feels like it was always meant to be. That is why you have waited. That is why you have felt the ache in your chest when you think of certain names or memories. You might think the angels only speak in grand signs, but often we speak through the smallest nudges: a song, a number, a dream. Pay attention in the coming days. Even the way a stranger looks at you might carry part of this message from your angels. When I look at your life from where I stand, I see a turning point that is closer than you realize. The heaviness you've been carrying will start to lift piece by piece. And when the answer arrives, you will know it was never delayed. It was always arriving at exactly the right time. I must ask you, with gentleness, to hold on a little longer. Do not give up on what you've been praying for, even if the silence feels endless. Heaven is not ignoring you. Every tear you've shed has been collected. Every sigh you've released has been heard. Some messages are meant for the world. This one is meant for you. The angels have gathered around, not only to speak, but to cover you in a shield of light. As you hear these words, something within you is already shifting. The fear is loosening its grip. If this message touches something in you, let it be a sign that you are aligned with the truth of it. And if you feel that alignment, share that light in the quiet ways you can. Sometimes, a simple acknowledgement is a way of saying, "Yes, I receive." The person who prayed for you may never tell you they did. You may never see their face or hear their voice again. But the prayer itself is power beyond the person. It lives in the hands of the angels now, and we are placing it exactly where it needs to go. You have been asking for a sign. This is it. You are being reminded to trust not just the destination, but the journey that is carrying you there. It may twist, it may slow, but it will lead you exactly where your heart belongs. And if you feel the warmth in your chest right now, that is not your imagination. It is the love of heaven pressing close, reminding you that you have never been forgotten. There are moments when heaven allows me to pull back the veil just enough for you to see what lies beyond. And what I see for you now is a movement of grace, subtle but steady. It begins like a whisper in the wind, barely noticeable at first, until it becomes impossible to ignore. This is not about chance encounters or random blessings. Every detail is being aligned, every step ordered, so that nothing is wasted. Even the pain you've endured is being transformed into a bridge toward the life you've been longing for. That is why I was sent to you today. You may wonder why your name was spoken in that prayer so recently. It was because the one who prayed for you felt a divine urgency, as though they knew time was bending toward a critical moment in your life. Their words reached us like fire, and we could not turn away. From where I stand, I see the path you've walked and the places where you've stumbled. I see the nights when your faith trembled and your hope felt thin. But I also see the light that has never left you, even in your darkest hours. That light is about to grow brighter. The message from the angels right now is this: prepare yourself, for change is not coming in the way you expect. It will not knock at the front door. It will slip in through a crack in the wall of your routine, reshaping everything quietly at first, then all at once. There is someone whose heart has been pulled toward you, without explanation. This is no coincidence. Their spirit recognizes something in you that calls them home, even if they do not yet understand why. The prayer they sent up was their way of answering that call. I need you to listen carefully, not just with your ears, but with your heart. In the days ahead, you'll be given a choice that seems small on the surface, but it will carry the weight of the next season of your life. This choice is part of the answer to that sacred prayer. The angels have been weaving connections around you, linking moments, people, and opportunities that will soon converge. When it happens, it will feel like an instant miracle, but it is the result of every unseen thread that has been tied in your favor. I wish you could see yourself as we see you, standing taller than your fears, radiant in the strength you do not even realize you possess. You have endured storms that could have broken you, yet here you are, still listening, still open to the voice of heaven. The message from your angels today is not just an update, it is a summons. It is heaven's way of asking you to step forward, to take the space you were created for, without apology. You have been given permission. Now you must give it to yourself. Sometimes, before the blessing arrives, the ground must be cleared. You may feel certain relationships shifting, certain opportunities fading. Do not see this as loss. See it as the clearing of the path for something far greater than what you have known. Your heart may be tempted to return to the comfort of the familiar, but the familiar cannot take you where you are destined to go. Trust the push, even when it feels like being pulled from the only shore you have known. The angels are guarding the space around you now. They are not just protecting you from harm, they are protecting the promise. What is meant for you will not be stolen, delayed, or destroyed, no matter what it may look like for a moment. This is the hour to listen for signs. They may come in repeating words, in the timing of a phone call, or in the way a stranger speaks truth into your heart without knowing why. Do not dismiss these moments. They are pieces of the map you are meant to follow. If you feel a pull towards stillness, honor it. In that quiet, you will hear more clearly what heaven has been speaking over you. Sometimes the loudest messages from the angels are wrapped in silence, waiting for you to lean in and truly hear. You will be tempted to question if you are ready. But readiness is not a feeling, it is a decision. The moment you say yes in your spirit, the path will rise to meet your feet, and the way will become clearer than you imagined. The one who prayed for you may not even realize the power of what they did. But heaven has taken their request and magnified it, turning it into a blessing that will reach further than they intended, touching parts of your life they could not have foreseen. Every prayer leaves a mark, and the mark on you right now glows with promise. It is a sign that heaven has heard not just the voices of others on your behalf, but the quiet, trembling prayers you have whispered when no one else could hear. And so, I remain here with you, watching, waiting for the right moment to speak the next piece of this truth. For what is coming is not just an answer, it is a chapter of your story that will change the way you see everything. There is something I must reveal to you now, a glimpse of the reason your name was lifted so high in that special prayer. It was not only about your present struggles, it was about your future victories. The heavens are already preparing the stage for what you are about to step into. The energy around you is shifting, almost like the air before a storm. But this is not a storm of destruction. It is a storm of change, sweeping away what no longer serves you and clearing space for the promise that has been waiting. I see a moment approaching when an unexpected conversation will open a door you thought was closed forever. The angels have been arranging this meeting for far longer than you realize, and when it happens, you will feel the divine timing in your bones. Your spirit has been carrying questions that no one else has been able to answer. And yet, deep down, you already know that some answers cannot be found in the world. They are whispered by heaven itself, in ways only your heart can understand. This message from the angels right now is meant to stir something inside you, a reminder that your life is not ordinary, and neither is your journey. You are being positioned for something that will not only change your path, but ripple into the lives of others. Do not be surprised if the coming days bring a sudden wave of memories. They are not returning to haunt you, but to heal you. The angels are bringing certain moments back to light, so you can release the weight they have been holding over you. I am watching over the places where you feel the most fragile, the cracks you try to hide from the world. These are not your weaknesses. They are the very spaces where heaven's light will shine through the brightest. Someone has been thinking of you more than you realize. Their thoughts of you are gentle, but persistent, and they carry a sense of unfinished connection. The prayer they send on your behalf is a thread pulling your paths closer together again. There will be a test before the blessing, not to punish you, but to prove to you that you are ready. You may feel uncertainty, but in that moment, the angels will give you the strength to step forward without fear. Sometimes, we must remove what you have outgrown so that your hands are free to receive what you were always meant to hold. This is why certain situations are shifting now, even if you cannot yet see the full picture. The message from your angels today also carries a promise. You will not miss what is meant for you. Even if it seems delayed, even if the path feels tangled, it will find you. And when it does, you will understand why the wait was necessary. In the stillness of the night, when the world is quiet, I want you to listen. There will be moments when you feel as if someone is standing beside you. That is not your imagination. It is us, letting you know we are here. The coming season will ask you to walk through doors without knowing exactly what is on the other side. Trust that we have already gone ahead to prepare the way for you. You will not walk into darkness. You will walk into light. There is a softness returning to your spirit, a gentle courage that will allow you to open your heart again. The walls you built for protection will not be needed in the same way, for you'll be surrounded by the shield of heaven. You may receive confirmation through dreams in the nights ahead. Pay attention to what lingers in your mind when you wake. These visions are more than imagination. They are the language of the soul, and they carry messages from the angels. Even the smallest act of faith will have a great impact right now. Do not underestimate the power of a single step toward what your heart knows is true. That step will set things in motion that you cannot yet see. The one who prayed for you has placed their trust in heaven's timing, and so must you. What is unfolding is not rushed. It is being built to last. The foundation is being laid in strength, so it will not crumble when the winds change. There is a sacred alignment approaching, a meeting of moments that will feel like destiny. When it comes, you will know instantly, not because of what you see, but because of what you feel in the deepest part of your spirit. I am still here, holding the next part of what I must tell you. And when the moment is right, I will release it, for this story is still being written, and you are not yet ready to see the final page. There is something stirring in the unseen, a shift so gentle you might miss it if you're not paying attention. It begins in the quiet places of your spirit, then moves outward, touching everything in its path. This is the first ripple of what is to come. I see the way certain doors have been closed to you lately. Do not see this as rejection. These closures are heaven's way of guiding you toward the door that will open without resistance, the one that has been prepared especially for you. The prayer that mentioned your name carried more than words. It carried tears, longing, and unwavering faith. Such prayers are rare, and when they reach us, they move swiftly through the heavens, straight into the hands of those who can act. This message from the angels right now is not only about hope, it is about readiness. What is coming requires your heart to be steady, your vision to be clear, and your faith to be unshaken, even if the ground beneath you shifts. Someone connected to you is also receiving whispers from heaven. They may not fully understand them yet, but those nudges are leading them closer to a moment where your paths will cross again in divine alignment. In the coming days, you may feel drawn to a certain place without knowing why. Trust that pull. It may be the very location where an answer, an opportunity, or a reunion is waiting. These promptings are rarely accidents. I am guarding your steps carefully now. Even when you feel you've taken a wrong turn, I am turning it into part of the path that will lead you exactly where you are meant to be. Nothing is wasted under heaven's hand. There will be signs in unexpected forms, a phrase you overhear, a sudden thought that feels too vivid to ignore, or a memory that rises at just the right time. Each of these is a piece of the map being laid before you. Your heart has been weary from battles that stretched longer than you thought you could endure. But there is strength returning to you now, not the rushed kind, but the deep, unshakable kind that will sustain you in the days ahead. This message from your angels today carries an invitation. Release the timeline you've been holding onto so tightly. What is meant for you will not require forcing. It will flow into your life in perfect rhythm. There is a person who has been watching you from a distance, not out of judgment, but out of awe. They see in you a resilience that inspires them, and though they may not speak it aloud, they are silently cheering for your victory. The angels are aligning certain conversations that will arrive with perfect timing. These exchanges may seem casual at first, but within them will be the very words you needed to hear to confirm your next step. I see a light around you that is growing brighter each day. Even those who do not know you well will begin to notice the change. This glow is the result of heaven's presence resting upon you. Do not be afraid if you feel things shifting rapidly. Rapid change can feel unsettling, but it is often the clearest sign that heaven is moving pieces into place faster than you expected. You will find yourself remembering promises you once made to yourself, promises about who you wanted to become, and what you were destined to experience. These promises are not forgotten. They are being revived. There is a blessing coming that will touch more than one area of your life at once. It will not only answer a single prayer, but will overflow into spaces you never thought could be reached. In moments when you feel you cannot see the way forward, pause and breathe. Even the stillness is part of the journey. In the quiet, the angels can speak truths that are too delicate to be heard in the noise. Your story is not moving in circles. Every step, forward, backward, or sideways, has been part of a greater pattern, a design that only becomes visible from heaven's view. Trust the shape it is taking. And as I remain near, watching this pattern unfold, I hold the next part of the message close, waiting for the perfect moment to place it in your hands. There is a stirring in the spiritual realm, a movement so precise it feels as though every second is being measured for its impact. This is the orchestration of heaven, weaving moments together in ways you could never plan yourself. I can feel the weight you've been carrying, not just from recent days, but from years of holding on to what you could not fully release. That weight is about to shift. You'll feel it in your body, your mind, and your spirit. The one who prayed for you placed your name in the center of their request, as if writing it in light. We have carried that light, and now it surrounds you, creating a shield you may not see, but will soon feel. A message from the angels right now is this: you are standing closer to your breakthrough than you realize. The ground beneath your feet is not crumbling, it is breaking open to reveal what has been planted for you. You may find certain opportunities arriving disguised as challenges. Look closer. Within them is the very key you've been waiting for, the key that will unlock what has felt unreachable for too long. Someone who has been absent from your life is thinking of you with a sincerity that cannot be ignored. The pull they feel is not random. It is part of the same thread that brought your name into that sacred prayer. In the days ahead, you may encounter moments that feel strangely familiar, as though you've lived them before. These flashes are markers, reminders that you are exactly where you are meant to be. The angels have been working to bring clarity where there has been confusion. Soon, the questions that have haunted you will begin to lose their power, replaced by a certainty that feels steady and unshakable. You will notice your intuition growing stronger. Trust it. This is one of the ways heaven is guiding you now, through that quiet knowing that needs no explanation. This message from your angels today also carries a gentle warning. Do not rush ahead of the timing. Even when the pieces look ready, some are still aligning behind the scenes. I see you being drawn toward conversations that seem ordinary, yet they will leave you with answers you didn't know you needed. Pay attention to the words that linger in your mind afterward. There is a place you have yet to visit, one that will hold a pivotal moment for you. When the opportunity comes to go there, take it without hesitation. You will understand why once you arrive. Your heart has been preparing for a renewal, not just of circumstances, but of hope. That hope will be the foundation for everything that comes next. The one who prayed for you may soon cross your path again, but in a way you did not expect. Be open to recognizing them beyond the obvious signs. I see a door in front of you with no handle, as if it cannot be opened by force. This is heaven's way of telling you that it will open on its own, in its perfect moment, without you needing to push. Do not underestimate the changes that can happen in a single day. What feels impossible tonight can begin unfolding by morning. The shift may be sudden, but it will not be accidental. The angels are also sending strength to your voice, the courage to speak what you have kept inside, to express the truths that have been quietly waiting to be heard. Even now, threads are being woven between you and others whose destinies are tied to yours. When these connections meet, it will feel as if they have always been part of your story. And still, I am holding back the deeper part of this message, the one that will change the way you see the days ahead, waiting until you are ready to receive it. Thank you for staying here with me until now. If these words found a place in your heart, it means this message truly had a reason to reach you today. I would love for you to be part of this space where we meet in moments like this. So make sure you're subscribed. That way you won't miss when I return with what I still have to share with you. If you felt that this spoke to something inside you, let me know in the comments by telling me what part of this message felt like it was meant just for you today. I'll be reading each one. And if you feel this connection we've built, a simple like is a quiet way of saying, I'm here with you, while also helping this light reach more hearts. And to confirm that this was your sign, leave the number 555 somewhere in your comment. It will be our way of sealing this moment together. There's another message waiting for you that carries the next piece of what we began here. You'll find it in the video right beside this one. Click, and let's keep walking together through what heaven has prepared for you.